Welcome to See Me Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nicky Tay.
And today, we are reviewing John Wick 3.
Directed by Chad Stahelski, starring Keanu Reeves as John Wick. John Wick 3. First off, I want to say that I got into the John Wick franchise late.
Okay.
Like when the second one was first coming out, I said, let me go watch the first one to see what it's about.
Oh, really?
Like see where all the hype is before I go see the second one. I was absolutely blown away. I saw the second one. I was absolutely blown away. So the third one, I was like, yeah, like this is the new, I don't even know. Like I can't even really compare it to anything. Like the new Mission Impossible, but Mission Impossible's still going. Is it the new Die Hard? I don't know. It's the new action movie of the 2010s. Like it is the new, it is 90s, but with better writing, right? It is action, nonstop adrenaline, and John Wick 3 is all of that. It is amazing. Easily the most exciting movie, not including anything that has superheroes this year.
I would have to agree with you to a certain extent. Okay? Let me say, when I've watched this movie, I'm gonna start the review off like this. I have to. I would say for the first half of this movie, right? The first half, at the beginning of this movie, after about 15 minutes, I'm all over the place because this movie was like that. After the first 15 minutes, I told myself that this movie continues at this pace, this might be the best action movie I've ever seen in my life. It was that phenomenal to me. It was that phenomenal. It was that good. It didn't keep that pace, by the way. Spoiler alert, it didn't keep that pace. But it was action-packed Keanu Reeves movie. And that's what it was. It was everything you wanted from a John Wick film. And one thing I love about the John Wick series is that they don't spend a lot of time on building up the backstory, right? They kind of let you see things come as they come, and you gotta kind of just allude to like, well, why is this happening? Why did he do that? And where is this going? And you gotta kind of get a little bit of it yourself. And I like that about this movie. I actually do like that I don't know everything. I like that I'm shrouded in kind of like John Wick's world, and I'm not telling you what happened before the puppy. I'm gonna show you what happened after. And I think that is one thing that this movie does well. Another thing that this movie does well, not to be long-winded, I'll let you get in, but Keanu Reeves, right? John Wick does a great job at playing on Keanu Reeves' strengths and limiting, very, very much limiting his weaknesses, which is acting, right? So they limit that to the best of their ability. They only let him say, he's a man of few words, he barely talks, and when he does talk, it kind of sounds a little campy, and it kind of sounds a little like you still Keanu Reeves underneath all this John Wick bravado, but I can get over it because all this action is amazing, and your one or two words that you do say, I can deal with it.
I like everything you said. Action was amazing. I don't know if I'm mad. It's the best action movie I've ever seen, but definitely top 5. It's definitely in that top tier talk. I think
only at the beginning, not the whole movie.
I think the whole movie. I think the whole movie was good. I think again, like the first one was surprising, right? Like you've seen plenty of action movies in your life. Not too much can surprise you, but the first one had some surprises. Second one continued with the surprises, and this one he did more amazing things. I'm like, wow, how is a gun and just shooting somebody so cool? Like, what is this movie doing to make this just so cool? I'm not sure. I just know that the action, the choreography is phenomenal. The scenes were great. Like, I was enjoying this movie so much that I was actually looking behind him like, oh, what is that behind him? What is he gonna grab? Where is he? Look at the colors. Because each scene was like intentionally crafted. It was beautiful. Colors, lighting, everything. I think the biggest weakness of this movie, you know, not to give this movie so much praise, is that it relies so heavily on the first two. I don't know if I would enjoy this movie fully if I just went and saw the third one. Yeah, I would enjoy the action, right? It would blow me away. But I would not understand anything that's happening. I would just know this guy John Wick is not to be effed with. And I guess that's really all you need. But as for the story, the emotional tie, if you have one, the purpose, right? Like, it would just not be there. It would be lost on me. Which kind of sucks that this movie can't stand alone, but it's still a great movie.
It's crazy that you bring up that. That's a very good point that I didn't think about, so I gotta give you praise for that. But my negatives, 2 of them, just to get them out the way. My 2 negatives for this movie is that the ending fight to me was lackluster, and like I say, to me, and also the movie kind of tapered off past the halfway point. So that's what I said. The first half was for me. The first half was one of the best action movies I've ever seen. The second half was
A really good action movie.
a decent action movie.
Oh, you're crazy.
A decent action movie. It had a lot of good scenes in it and stuff I did enjoy. But the last villain, or the last, whatever you want to call him, because, they all assassins, so he's not really a villain. But his last opponent, that fight was so lackluster. And also, another thing about that is, since he was a fanboy, it almost kind of felt out of place a little bit, right? I kind of wanted it to be a lot more like the fight with Common. Like, I wanted to be to the point. Let's get into this. Not more like, oh, I'm a big fan and kind of the cheesy dialogue. You know what I'm talking about?
I like because it felt 90s. It felt 90s with better writing. That's exactly why I said it.
I guess if you want to put it in that perspective, it's not the 90s anymore. But if you want to put it
was better writing. It was better.
But it kind of felt a little cheesy. That's my only gripe. It felt a little cheesy, and I wanted more Halle Berry because she did a phenomenal job in this movie. Hats off to her. She was just as good as John Wick was in the scene they were in, and so were the two dogs that she had as well.
In conclusion, I think John Wick 3 is a great action movie. I can't state that enough. It was great to see the first female John Wick in Halle Berry, and the first black John Wick in the guy, I don't know, the desk clerk, whatever he is.
Yes. From The Wire, he played in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That was awesome, right? Seeing people who are almost on par with John Wick, even though they're probably not as good. Because I saw some scenes in which Halle Berry needs some help. That's why she had the dog.
Facts.
And the black guy clearly is not John Wick.
No.
But it was awesome. I was like, okay, me too, movement. You are working, but you're just not at the forefront. It is still a one-man show, and I appreciate it. For me, this movie is a 9.2. I think it is very exciting. It is a rush, but again, it doesn't stand alone. You have to watch the first two, in my opinion, because this movie just isn't as good without him.
I am blown away by Nikki Tate score. I'm not gonna lie. I'm flabbergasted on how high he gave this review. This is probably the one movie where we are the most far apart away, and there's nothing wrong with that. This movie is phenomenal, but this is by far probably the biggest guy we've ever had. John Wick had one of the best action stars I've ever seen in a movie. Like I started out by saying that. I was in my seat, literally holding my chest, like, oh my God, like this is everything, and it was everything. But like I said, it did taper off to the end. It just wasn't quite that 9 that it started off at. In my personal opinion, it just wasn't.
Crazy.
I would have to give this movie an 8. I'll have to give this movie 8. I was going to give it a little lower, just a little bit lower, but I think an 8 is perfect. I think this is one of the best action movies this year. It's definitely a movie you should check out. Nikki Tate thinks it's a movie that you should buy on DVD. Don't just take the family.
Yeah.
But it is a good movie.
It's a great movie.
At the end of the day, we both can agree.
If you like action movies, this is a great action movie.
I agree. It's a really good action movie.
And I think it's better than Mission Impossible Fallout.
I don't. It did. It was better. It was better.
I think it's better.
It was better. I was even at the beginning of this movie. I was even calling this movie like action porn. Like, it was that good.
Yes, it was.
And then the porn ended.
No, we still getting.
And then it
was getting foreplay.
And went to softcore.
I saw nipples. I was spent, but it was too sensitive. I'm like, slow down.
Yeah, I'm getting done. Actually, give me 15 minutes. Give me 15. We get back at
That
this.
is funny. That completes the review for John Wick 3, Chapter 3, Parabellum, whatever you want to call it. It is the third installment, and we're excited.
Yes,
it was good. I think now that Endgame is over, right? This is the ball rolling, right? Pokemon, boom, it was cool. John Wick, boom, it was good. What's next? Aladdin, boom. We got Child's Play, boom. We got Brightburn, boom. It's just gonna keep hitting us. It's gonna keep hitting us. The summer is gonna be crazy, so that means you want to stay in tune with us to make sure you are going to see the movies that you need to be seeing. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our reviewing content. Again, to stay up to date. And don't forget, you've seen it here. Baba Yaga.